Psalms 23. Let's see if we can do any better than the last one, because the last one, none of the text could be saved. That's a liar if I ever seen one. But we need to get to the text here, and I think I know this is people's favorite here, but anyways, replaced the title Lord with his name YV, and I've discussed that before. YV is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures and leads me beside quiet waters. He restores my soul. Nope, that word is wrong. He guides me to the path of the righteous. He guides me. He guides me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. I don't know about that. I think the whole idea is that our Creator is trying to tell us that if you want to live in heaven, you got to obey our Creator. That's so it's not for his name's sake. Everything, even though I walk through the valley, shadow of death, I fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You do prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemy. You have anointed my head with oil, and my cup overflows. In the presence of my enemy. This is the first one that actually really hooks together. Surely goodness and love kindness will follow me. No. All the days of my life. And I will dwell not in the house and I will live. This person doesn't understand the different time and space of existence in heaven and in the house. I will live in heaven. House is the wrong word. Heaven. And you can see where I'm coming with on that one. I mean, and I will live in heaven. And I could say, not that. With YV forever. Okay. This almost all the days of my life. Whoops, no. Then. This word would be then. Right? Surely his goodness. This is surely My cup overflows. Surely his goodness will. This is not the right word. It would be for, it'd be something like for his goodness and love kindness guides me. I don't follow you. That's just a wrong word. Guides me. Right? I mean, my cup overflows for his. My cup overflows for his goodness and love kindness guides me all the days of my life. Oops. It seems like that needs to be separated from it. For his goodness and love kindness guides me all the days of my life. Then I will live in heaven with YV forever. Now that I can agree with is done. Now, let me just go through here and your rod and staff. Let's see, your rod would be the strictness that is needed, the correcting, and your staff would be like the king's staff ruling. They don't comfort. A rod does not comfort. Your rod and staff don't need to have the word they. Oh, let's see. This one is 23. Comfort. Let's need to bring that up higher so I can see all the text. Okay. Appeased, changed 7 times, changed 4 times. Comfort 31 times, comforted 18 times, comforter twice, comforts 4, console, relented 9 times. This is like your rod and staff guide me again. I mean, that's what we're talking about. I mean, if you were writing this, you wouldn't say that the rod doesn't comfort you. The staff, or meaning by rule, what they do is both guide you or teaches you. Your rod and staff teaches me. I think maybe teaches would be a good word here. And since that's coming from our creator, I don't know why they keep putting the word do in it. Have you noticed how many times they put the word do? I mean, I've run into that quite a bit in the last couple Psalms. But you prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. Well, the only thing is I don't think those don't go together. You anointed my head with oil. Now that's done through a prophet or a prophet's uh, assistant, or it's done for a priest so he can enter into the service, into the courtyard, and then to enter the tent or house for meeting with our Creator. So now we have to say that that would have to be coming from a priest. You anointed my head with oil. My cup overflows. Although, what kind of cup is he talking about? For you are with me. I fear no evil, for you are with me. This doesn't hook to this. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow, that's a very long. I walked. Because he's able to tell about it. Here, I fear no evil. I fear no evil. Now that's got that 4-verse rhythm, or it could be 2. Your rod and staff teaches me. I walk through the valley of death. Oh, I think it would have to be like this to be shorted down, because the writer is writing these short little things. This would be extra long. I walk through the valley of death. Okay. And this, if it's going to connect, that needs to go like that. But if I do that, then this comes back. Now I'm thinking, he makes me lie. Now it's he. Why he is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down. If he's a shepherd, he leads me. The shepherd doesn't make them lie down in green pastures. So I do not want. It would be for I, replacing the word me. For I lie down in green pastures. And this, because if YV is my shepherd, I shall not want. For I lie down in green pastures. and beside quiet waters. And beside quiet waters. Now these hook together, but this, he restores his soul. No, there's no, your soul exists. Your soul is actually sent by our Creator, and at the time of conception, the soul is connected at conception. So this is really not true. So let's just get rid of it, because I can't, because it's not like he's restoring his life here. He's talking about, I shall not want. I think I've changed these to will. I will not want, for I lie down in green pastures and beside quiet waters. That's okay. He guides me in the path of righteousness. That would be something a shepherd is doing. He guides me in the paths. He guides me with his righteousness. He guides me in my paths for righteousness. He guides me. The old ticker is working here, or not ticker, but thinker is really, because I'm liking this, what we just went through here. He guides me in his paths of righteousness. He guides me in. He guides me. He guides me with righteousness. I guess I would just say all the way down here. You know, that way I'm kind of, because he guides me, means he's leading you. But the paths of righteousness don't, he guides me with righteousness for his name's sake. Now I can see that for his name's sake. I don't know if it's supposed to be there or on the other side. Let me know on that. For his name's, but it's not for his sake. But there's got to be a verse here somewhere. How do you make a decent verse out of there? Because I walk through the valley of death, I fear no evil. Fear no evil, for you are with me. Okay, if I keep that verse whole, that's going through 12 o'clock at night. I walk through, this is just a breaking up of a different piece. Okay, I'm skipping down. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemy. I don't see that as anything to do with the shepherd here. He's guiding him in his righteousness. for our King's sake. For his, that would be Jesus, his name sake. His name. That S has got to come off. There. That's because he's guiding us. That's for his name's sake. For that. Ta-da! Got that. Okay. Now that one. But you know what? That's separate from this. Because I walk through the valley of death, I fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and staff teaches me this. I get rid of this because that just is not right. In the path of my enemies, you, with your rod and staff, your rod and staff teaches me in the presence of my enemies. Okay, now that's possible. Your rod and staff teaches me in the presence of my enemies. Yeah. Okay. You have anointed my head with oil. I don't know about a cup overflows, though. That just is ridiculous. Overflows is used only once, and abundance is used once. If I put the word abundance in here, abundance, that would be correcting this word. This would be, because it's only used twice. This word here, this Hebrew word was only used twice, and is what the text is or what the concordance is telling me. You anointed my head with oil. For my abundance. For his goodness and kindness guides me all the days of my life. Now that gets back up to our Creator. And I put the word guides me all the days of my life. Now is this being... I think I still need to see it as split. Although this does tie together here. I think I need to clean this up. Okay. I need to clean this up just so I can read it and I'm getting a better understanding. Because when you clean this up, it's kind of, it is, the word guides here is good. I like that. I'll leave that because I don't know I'm working on that. This just doesn't fit in. Don't need that double word. That I'm going to leave alone for right now. I might need to adjust there. And then let's see. I still like it. Oh, I just read it. That's still stuck there. It doesn't seem to be the right word. Your rod and staff teaches me in the presence of my enemies. You anointed my head with oil. My life is full of abundance. this here, for his goodness and love guides me all the days of my life. Then I will live in heaven with YV forever. Okay, even though that I could stick those two together. Rod staff teaches me in the presence of my enemies. You anointed my head with oil. Because this could be, this has to be a priest. That's, so, here, you know, my head with oil. What does abundance? What does abundance? If it's just cup, and it is just cup, and cup is kind of crazy because it's used like 29 times. There's just no way of getting around this word. Because you gotta consider if he is a priest, and knowing that a priest has this oneness with our Creator by going in and talking to him, or has this meeting with him and trusted with this great responsibility. He's acting as interceding between the sinner and our Creator. No. You know, I'm hating to do this, but I'm at a loss. But I know cup doesn't belong here. And so overflows is just because the word cup is there, but if the cup isn't there, then the word is abundance. My abundance, my abundance of my well-being for you. Because then this is really not very good. This I'm having trouble with. Why wouldn't it all be down like that then? Your rod and staff teaches me, you anointed my head with oil. For his goodness and love kindness guides me all the days of my life, and I will live in heaven with YV forever. That reads good, not the best. It makes more sense than putting in the presence of my enemy, because we are talking about YV is my shepherd, okay? So it has to go with that. I'm just, in this here, that's just text from another somewhere else. They must have brought that in, because that doesn't go anywhere. Let me clean this up. Let's see just how it reads. He is my shepherd, I will not want, for I lie down in green pastures, and beside quiet waters. He guides me with righteousness for his name's sake. And this is Jesus. For his name's sake. Your rod and staff teaches me. Yeah. Your rod and staff teaches me. For you anointed my head with oil. And I had to add this. So let me add it up here and take out the green here. You anointed my head with oil, for his goodness and love kindness guides me all the days of my life. Then I will live in heaven with YV forever. That's pretty good. I mean, some of these things are 3,000 years old. We got to understand that, and this is definitely coming from a priest. Okay, now we found one other one. Well, yeah, we don't know if you're even listening yet. I found another one that definitely goes into the priest. So it can be said that it was written by a priest. So here, this one is 2. And I think I'm going to, let's see. I do this, gets down there, get me out of here, and then like that. That I think took a screenshot, and I have that in my record so I don't have to go digging for this. But I think that's pretty good. Need some, I don't know how much more it needs cleaning up. That's pretty good. Anyways, that one didn't take, that took, well, for just that little bit. How many verses did we start with? I don't think we started with only 6, and it took a half hour. Wow. But 2,000 plus years and 33 minutes, and I think we got it. I think that's done.